Look around. We're one and the same. Same heart, same blood. Your training is in your blood. And my blood's boiling for a fight.
Hey, what's up, guys? So for this video, I literally just took my camera out and started recording. It's unscripted, and I'm not really used to being in front of the camera, so hopefully this goes well. But Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 trailer just dropped. While that was out today, I got 3 text messages from my friends. All of them saying, dude, Star Wars The Clone Wars, new trailer. And my mind was blown. I had no idea that this was coming. I thought I was caught up on Star Wars news. I thought I knew everything Star Wars, but apparently not. I don't know if anyone knew about this or if they just dropped it without telling anyone, which would actually be a really, really smart marketing move. But anyway, I thought it would be cool to just take the camera out, watch the trailer. I watched it on my phone while I was in public, but there were so many people around. I barely heard the audio, and I turned it off halfway through because I thought, wouldn't it be cool to watch it for the first time the right way while I was recording and do a live reaction? I feel like it's kind of personal. I'm talking to you guys about the trailer. So hopefully you guys like it. I'm going to play the trailer now, and I'm going to give you my live reaction, and I'm going to break it down afterwards and maybe break it down a little bit during it as well. So let's watch it. Wow, I already got chills just from the Lucasfilm logo.
The name's Rex.
Starting out with Rex, I like that.
War does not come with a guarantee. No soldier gets the promise of safety.
My designation is Trooper 27-555.
Oh, that was a hard transition. That was nice.
I'm heavy.
And now they're talking about Domino Squad.
I'm Commander Cody, your new boss.
Yeah, that's a line straight from Rookies.
Looks like
episode
we got
5 of
ourselves a
season
batch
1, I
of
think.
shine.
One of my favorite episodes.
Look around. We're one and the same.
Oh, that's a line from Clone Cadets. That's season 3, episode 1. I don't know how I know the episodes. I know that show way too well.
This our home. Any idea what you've done? This is our war.
This can't be good. We need to pull
It's like the helmet's in a war zone. That's cool.
Throw them out. We can see them. If we can see them, we can hit them.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That was cool. That was really cool. That was good foreshadowing, actually. I'll talk about that after. A war left unfinished until now. Wow. That's a good line. Wow, that animation is incredible. I wonder what planet they're on. I'm not sure. Wow, they really beefed up the animation on this. Coming in. Oh, Anakin, Rex, and is that Hunter? I think that's Hunter from the Bad Batch. I think it's from one of the unfinished episodes. Well, that is a good shot right there. I'm impressed by that. Here we go, Star Wars The Clone Wars. Oh wow, they changed the title. Normally the Wars was on the bottom, but they put it on the top. Wow, Anakin's animation looks really good.
What's so important that you brought us all the way back here?
Oh man. Wow.
Hello, Master.
Looks like she's with someone from Death
been a
Watch. Hashtag Clone Wars saved. Damn right it's saved. Wow. That was awesome. That's a good hashtag too. Fans are probably so excited. I'm so excited right now. The show is saved. The show is saved. I was so upset that the show wasn't finished. And I don't know if you guys watched the unfinished episodes. They had finished recording and they had started the animation, but they didn't finish it. And obviously it's very expensive to do that animation. It's CGI animation. So they released these episodes that were unfinished. And they actually had some great content. Especially, one of my favorite lines was Anakin talking about Ahsoka.
I miss her, okay? Is that what you wanted me to say? I still can't understand how she could have left the Order.
And one of the episodes had the Bad Batch, which is Hunter. He was in there. But that's cool that they brought him back and that they brought him into this series. I don't know what they're going to do in this because they had finished many of these stories like Darth Maul and Asajj Ventress. They had finished those in other media. For Asajj Ventress, they had a book about her. That was a good read. It finished her arc, and it basically finished and told what happened to her after the Clone Wars, which the Clone Wars before it was canceled was supposed to focus on. But because it was canceled when Disney bought Lucasfilm, many of those stories were finished in other media, like Darth Maul had comics. And then of course Disney, after they canceled Star Wars The Clone Wars because it was under Cartoon Network, they started their own show, Star Wars Rebels, which is the sequel series to this, and they had that on Disney XD. That series actually just ended, and it was a very good series. I really enjoyed it. My favorite parts of it were probably Ahsoka and Anakin's interaction, and Anakin is of course now Darth Vader. They had one of the best fights. I think it's one of the best lightsaber fights in all of Star Wars canon. I actually put it as number 2, I think, on my top 10 Star Wars lightsaber battles, which I'll link in the description if you want to watch that. But one thing I am interested in is, it seemed as though in Rebels that Ahsoka, the last time that she saw Anakin, was when she left him at the temple. Because she says,
I won't leave you. Not this time.
So that made me think that the last time she saw him was leaving the temple. But now it looks like they have some more interactions, and I'm interested to see how they bridge that between the Clone Wars and Rebels. And I'm interested to see how they bridge all of this, because now they have to incorporate the old Clone Wars show, Revenge of the Sith, Rebels, and A New Hope, and the original trilogy. So they have a lot to cover. So I'm interested to see how they do that. They haven't failed yet. I think that Dave Filoni, who does Rebels and the Clone Wars, is absolutely phenomenal. And he's a true Star Wars fan. You can see it in his work. And you can see it in how passionately he talks about Star Wars. And now they have Ahsoka with Death Watch. And she's been in episodes with Death Watch before, like the one with Lex. That's the first one that comes to my mind. And she judged Lex. She was like, dude, you're working with Death Watch? What the heck? But now she's the one working with Death Watch, so I'm interested to see how that went down. She fought all of Death Watch in that episode with Lex, so I don't think that they were on the best of terms, so I'm interested to see how that dynamic works and how they became friends or allies, as it looks like they were in this trailer. I love that they incorporated lines from the original series with the clones. Rookies and Clone Cadets, 2 of the episodes that they quoted were actually 2 of my favorite episodes in the entire series. So that was pretty cool to hear. And also the foreshadowing of all those helmets exploding on the battlefield. And I feel like all of those helmets being destroyed on the battlefield is foreshadowing. And now you might be saying, Morgan, no, they didn't die. But in a way they did. And I like how they didn't show their bodies or the clones being destroyed, just their heads or their helmets. Because as we saw in Season 6, we saw Fives learn about the chip in their head.
These chips have to be removed. Otherwise, the entire Republic army could be compromised.
So showing those helmets being destroyed is just like their minds being erased like that when Order 66 comes. And you know, their bodies were fine after Order 66, but their minds were not. They were completely different. Everything was different. They served a different purpose, just with the snap of a finger.
Execute Order 66.
As I said, the animation is really beefed up here. They progressed and got better with each season. The biggest change, I feel, was Season 2 to Season 3. They beefed up some of the animation for the characters, like Ahsoka getting a different outfit, Anakin getting sort of redone, I guess you could say. And here he got even more done. And in Rebels, they did a different animation for Anakin and Obi-Wan. And you know, I was kind of surprised that they didn't use the animation from the Clone Wars in Rebels, but I guess they wanted it to be like a different property, and it's Disney, and they wanted it to be redone. But now that the Clone Wars is being redone, it's kind of weird. But I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what they do with this. And one thing I have to say is that shot with Anakin, Rex, and Hunter watching the fleet go out. It's so reminiscent of original Star Wars. Like, you have A New Hope, where they're all looking out into the crowd with their medals. And then in Empire, it's actually exactly this. It's Luke, Leia, and C-3PO and R2, I think, too, looking out at the fleet taking off. Just like this. And even in Return of the Jedi and The Phantom Menace, they have the same thing for the final shot. About the title change, I think that finally makes sense. I was always like Star, The Clone Wars, Wars. Because, you know, like it was, the Wars was on the bottom. So it makes more sense that it's Star Wars, The Clone Wars. And of course the hashtag Clone Wars saved. Damn right it is. So my final thoughts on the trailer. There wasn't that much, but at the same time, in those few clips that we saw, there was so much in it. References to the original Clone Wars episodes, teases of what's going to happen in the future, and I'm stoked. So that about does it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is a different kind of video than I normally do, so let me know if you guys like it. Let me know if you guys want me to do more on-screen stuff. Look out for more great videos on the way. I have a bunch coming. You can follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And let me know your guys' thoughts on the trailer. I'd love to hear your opinions or any theories you guys have.
Here we go.